Hello, there we go. Hello, everybody. You know the drill. Let me know. Can you hear me? Can you see me? All the fun stuff. Let me know in the chats. Can you hear my voice? Hear my keyboard? See my face? Hello, everyone. See my coffee, right? Hello. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thank you for confirming. Yes, and I see some of the comments about sound or a picture. Sometimes if you join early, YouTube sometimes makes you like refresh. So if that's ever happening, if it's past 7 and it's like, why hasn't this started? Maybe refresh the web page and it'll come back on. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening. Let's see who is in here. I love always seeing where we are joining from. We've got California. Hey, Sherry. We've got Ohio. Hey, Dan. We got UK. Hey, Joanna. We got Diana in Michigan. We got Scranton, Pennsylvania. Excellent. We got Florida, Northwest Florida. We've got Texas. Awesome. We've got Margaritaville, South Carolina. We've got Canada. We've got Connecticut. Love it. We've got Ontario. Let's see. We got Rhode Island. Love it. Love it. We got Vegas, baby. We got Maryland. We got Ohio again. Excellent. Keep them coming. We got Illinois. We got another Rhode Island. Thank you all so much for joining. I love spending my Tuesday evenings with you all. Truly so much fun. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I do have a big announcement that I'm so excited to get to share. So one of the big perks of joining live is I've kind of made it a habit of any big announcements. I first announce it during live streams before I announce it in a public email blast to everyone. So it's always fun to join the live streams because you all are the first people to hear about something. So I'm super excited to get to talk to you about that. Plus, we're going to have our normal drill. We're going to do a couple of member song requests. We're going to do one audience coaching. Last week, I did one audience coaching as well. We'll always do audience coaching, but I may kind of rotate depending on time, depending on number of submissions. Some weeks I feel like I have a lot of submissions. Some weeks I feel like I have not a lot. And I want to kind of, I want to make sure that it's not the same people getting chosen over and over, just to keep it fresh. So some weeks we'll have 2 audience coaching. Some weeks we'll just have 1. So totally fine. So remember, keep submitting for those, all right? I want all of you to submit. It's so much fun. You've seen now, if you've joined our live sessions, that it's very... almost said soothing. It can be soothing, piano soothing, but it's very supportive, right? We are not here to embarrass you. We are not here to laugh at you. I'm not here to yell at you for all the mistakes you're making. I want to help you know what you should be proud of that you're doing, because no matter what level you're at, there is something to be proud of. I firmly believe that. That's one of my biggest philosophies as a teacher. There is always something to be really proud of, and you should always lead with that. That's the gasoline helping the car drive. So I want all of you to submit. So just as a reminder, really fast, if you're new to watching this, the difference between member song requests and audience coaching is the song requests are for the channel members. And so members are people that, if you want to join the channel, you can look at the big join button below with this video or any of the videos. And it means if you want to join the channel as a member, which is totally optional, you don't have to, but you pay a few bucks a month and you get access to a bunch of extra perks than just what the public get. So members get an access to a whole library of members only videos and downloadable lead sheets, song breakdowns, a bunch of fun stuff. And every penny goes directly into supporting and producing the channel. And one of the big ways I show my love to my members is they get song requests. So as soon as you become a member, you fill out a chart for me and you give me all your favorite songs. And then I have a lottery system and I pull it literally right before I go live to make it exciting for me and for you all. And then if your name gets chosen, I choose a song you requested and I improvise a rendition right in front of you all using all the tips and tricks that I teach. It's not perfect because it's just in real time in the moment, on the spot, but that's what makes it fun. I never know what songs you all request, and you all have such eclectic taste, which makes it awesome. And then remember, too, members, because a lot of you are members, you can keep filling the chart out. It's not like a one and done. So if you keep thinking of more songs, you can just keep adding to the chart, and I just kind of keep track of it. And then audience coaching is for anyone. That's not just for members. So anyone, if you're watching this right now, you can participate in the audience coaching. And that just means there's a link in the video description below this video. It's called the free piano mini review, I think. And it takes you to the website where you'll get instructions for it. But you just submit an audio or a video recording of yourself playing something on piano. I don't care what it is. I don't care how long it is. I don't care what level you're at. So we've had people submit full songs, half a songs, not songs at all. They're like improvising chords, or it's something you learned from one of my YouTube videos that you're trying out. Like, it can be anything. Yeah. And then if, again, we have a lottery system, and then I choose one of you all randomly right before I go live. And then if you get chosen that week, then we play your video or audio, and I give you like a free mini piano lesson, which is a lot of fun. So I want everyone to keep submitting for that. And as a reminder, for that, if you've already been chosen in the past, because we've been doing this since January, you can keep submitting. That's also not a one and done. And when you do submit, you can submit multiple if you want. Some of you have submitted like 4 or 5, which is awesome. However many you want to submit, it just goes in my bank. And then, it just gets randomly pulled out from the lottery system. So I want all of you to submit. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to have a member song request, and then we'll have audience coaching, and then we'll have some announcements, and then member song request number 2. And I can go ahead and give you a heads up because I had the lottery system pull the stuff right below. Tonight, you are going to hear movie song, a rock ballad song, and kind of a soft pop type of song. So interesting stuff from different decades. So we're going to have a blast. All right, here. So let me check back in with the comments. We got Florida. We got Washington. Thank you all so much for joining. I love it. And I love seeing you all chat with each other. We're building this awesome piano community together. Okay, so get those drum roll emojis ready. So our first song request for the evening. Let's get some drum rolls going. The lottery chose out of the members for tonight. What if I made this last like 3 minutes? It is Emily. Emily got chosen. All right. And Emily requested the song A Whole New World from Aladdin, Disney's Aladdin. So I love it. We get several Disney requests during the live stream, which is awesome. Who doesn't love a nice Disney song? So Emily, thank you for being a member. Thank you so much for helping to support the channel. And I'm thrilled to play A Whole New World for you from Aladdin. So if you've been with me on the live streams, you know the drill. I mute my mic while I play so you don't hear my fingers slapping the keys. And as I play, let me know in the comments section. Do you know this song? Have you tried to play this song on the piano? Definitely let me know in the chat. Disney is popular. It's a very highly requested genre. I play Disney a lot for gigs. So let me know what your favorite Disney song is. I'm always curious because it's just really... there's so many that are really popular. So do you know A Whole New World? And do you have a favorite Disney song? All right. So Emily, this is for you. I'm going to mute my mic as I play, and then I will join back with you all. Here we go. All right. So that was a whole new world from Aladdin for Emily. So Emily, thank you so much for being a member. I appreciate it. So I don't know if you're on here with us tonight. If not, I hope you catch the replay tomorrow. But thank you so much for being a member and helping to support the channel. And I hope you enjoyed that lovely Disney song. Who doesn't love a good Disney love song? They're just beautiful, right? All right, let me check in here. Let's see. Do we have any Aladdin fans? Do we have Disney fans? Have you all heard that song before? Definitely popular. Let's see here. Hold on, I gotta browse up. Oh, I love all the drum roll emojis. I love them. Oh, Diana says, so instead of calling you Sir Matthew, I'll now call you Tarzan for being on your chest. I appreciate that. Tarzan's also a Disney movie, too. I mean, they didn't invent the story of Tarzan, but they turned it into a Disney movie. And there's some songs from Tarzan that people request I play at times, too. So, fun. Very, very appropriate. Love it. Sherry says, love the movie. Robin Williams is a hoot. Yeah, Robin Williams was just brilliant as the genie. Excellent. Will says, lovely. Oh, thank you. Pat says, yay. Mike says, yay, Emily. Nice playing, Matt. Oh, I appreciate that. Tim says, beautiful. Oh, thank you. I love it. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Yes, thank you all so much, right? I think Disney is I feel like usually Disney gets on the board at least once a month, which is awesome. I love that. Again, I love because I kind of get notifications when the members, when you all add stuff to the chart, and then I go and open it and look at it and put it in the the lottery system. And I enjoy just sort of scanning through the chart, because now the chart is huge, because we have over like 200 members, and you all have put in several songs, which I love. Keep them coming. And it's so much fun because it's sort of like, to me, it feels like I start to get an insight into who you are, right? And like this beautiful piano community we're building. And you all have such a variety of different taste and stuff that you all love, which is so cool. And I love looking at song requests and always telling myself, like, okay, that song means something to that person for a really cool reason. And I don't know what that is, but that's so cool. And I always want to try to channel that, right? I always want to try to channel emotion and inspiration when I play. I never just want to like play on autopilot and just play a song for you. Because I always tell myself, like, okay, if you put this on a chart and you requested it, that means the song means something to you for some reason. And I love thinking about that when I play it, even if I have no idea what that reason is. But that's what's so cool. And so I love looking at the chart when you all keep adding stuff to the chart. I love it. Oh yes, thank you, William. Yes, if you all are watching and you are liking this, take a second to click that like button. YouTube is all about its algorithms, right? I sometimes it's annoying to have to, like, in every YouTube video be like, all right, subscribe and click like and all that stuff, but YouTube, that's what YouTube wants, and YouTube doesn't necessarily they won't show your videos at times if you're not getting that stuff. Same thing with comments. That's why I'm always like, leave me comments. Not only do I love chatting with you all in the comment section, because that's the only time I get to chat with you all outside of Tuesday nights, because I always love to see what you all think about the video. But also that's another way that YouTube kind of like forces an algorithm that it requires in order to, like, quote unquote push videos. So that's why I always say, like, if you enjoy my videos, if you watch it, take 5 seconds to click subscribe if you're not subscribed, and then like leave me a fast little comment. Really appreciate it, because we gotta feed the YouTube machine. All right, awesome. Thank you, Sherry. No problem, Sky. No worries. So we just did the first member song. Awesome. Okay, so now let's get to our audience coaching for this evening. So like I said, tonight we'll just have one. Sometimes we'll have two. Sometimes we'll have one. Okay, so the lottery system for tonight. Let's get those drum rolls emojis going again. Now I'm going to think of Tarzan. Right? So the drum roll, the lottery system for the audience coaching for tonight chose the sacrifice for the evening. It was Jim. All right, so I don't know if Jim is on here. Awesome. I think Jim was chosen months ago, maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. I remember he did. What did you play, Jim? I think it was maybe a Barry Manilow song. I don't remember. But Jim sent in another Barry Manilow song, which is awesome. I love that. So he sent in a video of himself playing Somewhere in the Night from Barry Manilow. So I love it. We're going to watch his video and then I'm going to give some feedback. And again, we're going to show some support to him. So show some love to Jim. And also let me know in the comments, do you know that song? Do you like Barry Manilow? Do you have a favorite Barry Manilow song? Do you know the song Somewhere in the Night? Have you tried to play a Barry Manilow song on piano? So we are going to, let's see, I'm going to change the screen here. I'm always like crossing my fingers each Tuesday night. It's going to work. So we're going to watch his video and then I'm going to give my initial reactions. And I always like to point out that I don't watch the whole videos because I want my experience of it to be with you all in real time. So I only watch the first 5-10 seconds of your all submissions just to make sure the file works. But I purposely don't watch the whole thing because I want my thoughts and reactions to it in real time to be the first time hearing it, just like with you all, it's the first time you're hearing it. Okay, so here we go. Jim, I don't know if you're in here or not with us. If not, I hope you enjoy watching the replay tomorrow. But here we go. We're going to watch Jim performing Somewhere in the Night from Barry Manilow. All right, here we go.
Hello, my name is Jim, and I'm going to be playing for you another Barry Manilow tune that I submitted a couple weeks ago, I guess. But this one's called, I believe, Somewhere in the Night, and I hope you enjoy it. It's my own arrangement as well of this tune.
Hey! Excellent, Jim. Great job. Excellent, excellent. I love it. And I love that you wanted to do your own take on it, right? Which I preach a lot on this channel, right? This is why I preach so much about lead sheets instead of just traditional sheet music. Not that that's bad. I never want you all to think I'm demonizing traditional lead sheets. I have plenty of clients and students that want to learn that, and I'm happy to do that with them. But when you want like creative freedom and get to kind of play it in a different way and make it your own, lead sheets are the way to go. So I love that. That's the first thing I loved. And I think I remember correctly that was also the case for the one that you got chosen for like 3 months ago or something like that, that you also were like making your own rendition. I love it. So the things that caught my attention first that I really, really like and that I want to keep encouraging you to do is that you were mixing different approaches. So, you know, like sometimes, okay. So when you all watch my YouTube videos, and usually each YouTube video, it's on a thing, right? Like this video is going to show you this tactic or this thing, right? To keep it kind of focused. So when you're practicing a specific left hand technique or right hand technique, for example, like if you're practicing a 1-5-8 arpeggio, which I teach in a lot of videos. Well, when you're practicing something and trying to grasp something, then yeah, do it the whole, like if it's on a specific song or you want to apply it to a song, try it on the whole song. But eventually what you want to get to is what I call you've built a buffet. This is what I tell my clients and students. Like we are building a buffet every little trick, every tip, every tactic, every technique we learn is a dish on the buffet. And when you sit down to play a song, I always say that like the piano is a blank canvas and you're going to paint it with your fingers. And every time you sit down to play, even if it's a song that you've played over and over and over, you're building it each time from nothing, right? Like even if I was to play a whole new world again, right, that I just played for the members song request 10 minutes ago, I might play it totally different than how I played it 10 minutes ago because I didn't like rehearse it and I must do it this way. It's just, okay, I'm in silence. I'm at a blank piano. It's a blank canvas. Let's start painting it, right? Or so with the buffet analogy, every song is a blank plate. And when you start playing the song, you start to just pick and choose what dishes do you want to put on the plate. And I could go to the same buffet for dinner, eat 7 nights in a row. I might choose different dishes off the buffet, but it's the same song. But what you pick and choose can make it really fun and be creative. So what I like, Jim, I say all that to say, what I liked is that you were going back and forth between different tactics. You weren't just having one tactic. So in the left hand, I noticed that you had times that you were doing open chords. There were times you were doing arpeggios. There were times you were playing bounces, like up and down. There were times that you were playing low octaves. There were times in your right hand that you were trying to do sort of fast arpeggios as sort of like a riff up to the melody. You were combining different things, which is a great way when you're at that level and you have multiple techniques and tactics that you feel comfortable on. That's how you start to really build music. And that's how you make it interesting, right? Because I get, one of the best compliments that I love hearing and that I get a lot is, Matt, sometimes instrumental piano, I can find it boring, but I don't find it boring when you play. Like, you can play a 4-minute song but keep my attention the whole time. Well, how do we keep a listener's attention the whole time? You don't, it's not just doing the exact same thing over and over and over and over and just keep looping that for 4 minutes. It's trying different tactics, right? So that's what I love that you did. That's the first thing that really pointed out, because that also takes creativity and confidence. And those are the two big C words that I love helping people build up to. Now, while you're learning a technique, for those of you watching, that doesn't mean it's bad to do just one technique the whole time. So that's how you master something, right? So if you're working on 1-5-8 arpeggio, well, do that the whole song because you're working on it. But this is when it's great to start to build your buffet, right? So that's why I throw a bunch of YouTube videos at you all, and each thing is each one covers a different topic, and each video you can view it as a dish to put on your buffet. And you also get to pick and choose, do you like a tactic or not, right? So, if I teach you all, several tactics over a couple of weeks, well, then you pick and choose which ones did you like. You don't have to like every single one of them. Just like a buffet is not going to have every single dish known to man on it. Yeah. You get to pick and choose. You're in control. And you may choose a different tactic than what I would choose in a moment. But that's what's wonderful. So I love that. You had a great sense of trying different tactics, and you did it with ease and confidence, and you didn't have speed bumps of where you would, if you were switching, for example, from like an arpeggio to an octave type of bounce, you didn't get tripped up over that. My main advice would be, because when you all submit, you all have the option, if you want, there's a little box you fill out that says, if you want me to address something specific or you have a specific question you want to ask me about, then I'm happy to make my comment feedback about that. So Jim put in the chart that he would like my opinion on potentially adding like fills and riffs in it in the right hand. So here's my answer to that, Jim. It all depends on the song, and it kind of depends on how busy the melody is. So in this particular song, my advice would actually not be, I wouldn't lean into fills and riffs. What I would lean into is more notes under the melody, because the melody is already kind of a busy melody. It's a ballad in a way, but it's a lot. It's not a lot of slow, long notes. So when that happens, the melody is already giving you energy. So my recommendation, Jim, is I wouldn't focus on riffs on this song. I'd focus on adding notes. Now, what's cool is you already started to have an instinct for it, because there were times that you did like that, like you would ripple up to a melody. Well, if you just use those notes that you did, that you played for that, those are chord notes, because how did you know what notes to ripple up to? So you got them from the chord. So I would focus more on that. You don't have to do it every single melody note, especially on a melody note, on a melody like this that kind of goes up and down and has quite a bit of rhythm to it. But at least on when there's a chord change. So, like for example, if I was to play like a middle line, like I brought it up here to make sure that we were kind of looking at the same thing. But if the melody is going, oh, sorry. I can add energy and fill stuff, but I'm not necessarily doing chord and riffs because the melody already has quite a bit of stuff. So if I want to give it energy, it's more about notes under the melody in the right hand. Right, versus right, like trying to add a bunch of notes in between the melody notes. Those work better when a song has more steady rhythm, when the melody is busy. And this goes for all of you all, because I actually have some videos coming out soon in the near future discussing chord fills and chord riffs, because it's a really popular topic. It's picking and choosing your battles with it. It's more, so my philosophy is, the more complex the melody is, the less you need to fill it in with fills and riffs. If the melody is pretty simple, or the chord is pretty simple, if it's a simple song that's just sort of like, just sort of a steady thing, then sure, we can start to add fills and riffs. Yeah, so with this, that's what I would recommend more. Now, if you want to still have movement and energy, you can have where you have those open chords and doing those quickly, the 1-5-8. I noticed you were you enjoyed leaning into the bouncing up and down, like having the low octaves and then a chord up here. You can interchange that with like trying to have some faster stuff with what you bounce up to, or trying that for a chord or two and then having more 1-5-8, but it's quicker. Yeah, or if you want to do the long one that I teach a lot in videos, 1-5-8, 9-10, or 2-3, because that's how you can sort of have more energy, but it's not necessarily fills and riffs. So instead of me going, yeah, it can be adding notes in the right hand and giving some energy in the left hand. It's more like energetic arpeggios. So like this. Yeah, can you see how I'm giving more energy with the left hand movement up and down versus giving fills in the right hand? I hope that makes sense. So it's kind of just a good rule of thumb. And Jim, especially because you're now at the place that you love making your own arrangements of songs, then this is great to figure out, kind of analyzing the song. If the song is more simple in its structure, then you can lean more into trying to come up with chords and fills. If the song already has a more complicated structure, the melody jumps up and down, the melody has a syncopated rhythm, the chord changes like every 2 beats, then it's more of just not adding fills and riffs in right hand. For me, it's more adding energy in the left hand. I mean, I guess you could maybe view that as fills, but I don't really, because usually chords and fills are more in the right hand. but adding more energy to that kind of stuff, and then just bulking up the right hand with notes under the melody. And because you already had several, I think I counted like 4 or 5 times that you did that in a moment, do that for a lot of it. So instead of 4 or 5 times, try that on, like a dozen times throughout it. Yeah, especially when there's a chord change. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I hope that makes sense to all of you all watching. Yeah, so I know chord fills and riffs are a really popular topic. And like I said, I have several videos coming out in the near future discussing them because it's always popular. And chords and riffs and fills are really awesome to play on piano when you have the room to add them. If you don't have the room to add them, then you just find different ways to have energy. So it's not that riffs or fills are good or bad. It just all depends. Everything depends on the song, right? So the buffet metaphor, it's like, what are you feeling tonight? And what kind of makes sense? Yeah? So, Jim, thank you so much for submitting that. I love it. I love Barry Manilow. Barry Manilow stuff is really great to play on piano because he loves having really beautiful melodies that are a bit complex but not too hard, with chord progressions that aren't, not the easiest, but they don't go wild. So Barry is a great one for those of you who are wanting to kind of level up to intermediate level piano and trying to practice to do more complex stuff, but it's not just, level 10 difficulty level. Barry Manilow is a great one to work on because his songs just sort of lean towards that. They're not the easiest in the world, but they're not the hardest. They're a wonderful middle ground, intermediate level playground, like sandbox to really get in there and try stuff. So Jim, I love that you apparently love Barry Manilow because you've sent in a couple of them. So keep that up. Keep giving freedom to yourself to make up your own renditions. And especially what I said I loved most about it was that you didn't just choose one tactic and try it the whole time, which those of you that have sent in a video and you do that, totally fine. But I love, Jim, that you're challenging yourself because you're at the level 2 now, that you tried a bunch of different dishes at the buffet and you seamlessly went from one to the other, which is always a great way to do it. All right, Jim, thank you so much for submitting. I appreciate it. I love it. You got to love some good Barry Manilow. All right, let me jump back in here with the chats. Do we have Barry Manilow fans? Let's see. Sharon saw Barry Manilow live. Ooh, jealous at the Hollywood Bowl. Very nice performance, Jim. Yes, I agree. Yes. Oh, Kathy says, thanks, Jim. Awesome. Sky says, very nice. Love the low note finish. Yes. Peyton says, bravo, Jim. I enjoyed the performance. Yes. I love all the hand emojis. You're getting a lot of claps, Jim. You're getting a lot of love. Yep. So many comments that say, lovely, Jim. Great job, Jim. Excellent. Right. So again, you all see now, nothing about this is scary. I promise you. I want you all to submit because we are building this beautiful piano community together. And we can't do this if you all don't submit stuff. So, right, keep submitting. Like I said, if you've already submitted stuff, submit more. If you haven't submitted and you want to submit, you can submit one, you can submit a bulk. And remember, it doesn't have to be a full polished thing yet. Like you don't have to think, well, I need to first be able to play the full song at a certain level before I submit. Don't. Many of you have sent in where you're just kind of playing half the song. It can just be like a 90-second excerpt of it. Totally fine. It can be something you're working on because I would love to help you work on it, right? It's almost better to, instead of sending a thing that you think is already at a perfect level, let me help you while you're on the journey. So it's fine if you pick a song that you're still in the middle of learning and you just send it a 90-second view. Like that's completely fine. Or like I said, it doesn't have to be a song or an actual song at all. We had Sherry sent in one, I remember, about her improvising chords. We had a few of you send in like you were learning a little pattern that I taught in a YouTube video. So submit, all right? Okay, awesome. Now, are you all ready for announcements? I got a big one for you. I'm so excited. While I drink my coffee. Oh, and Chuck got to see Manilow too at the Hilton in Las Vegas. Excellent. Hard to believe he's still playing in Vegas. All righty. Sherry says Pat's been ready. Excellent. I'm so excited. Okay, so first off, the normal announcements. Besides the member and the audience coaching, so I already talked about that. If you're interested in becoming a member, you can click the big join button below this one. If you're ready to submit for audience coaching, you'll see the link in the video description box below, and you'll see that link in any video description box of any of the live streams. So the free mini piano reviews. Submit that. So big announcement. I'm so excited. So those of you that have been with me live the last couple of weeks, you know that you all helped me come up with a new idea that had been I've been churning in my brain. And you all, a couple of weeks ago, I started to have you all chat with me about it to see where your thoughts are. Because again, live streams are a great way for me to get your all's opinions on something. So you want to join live streams because you literally get to help me make decisions. A lot of decisions I make, or even topics I make YouTube videos on, have been based on conversations we've had during live stream when you all tell me what you think. So a couple of weeks ago, we started introducing the concept of what if I started to offer monthly virtual group piano workshops. And you all, I got so much incredible feedback from it during the lives. So many of you sent me emails and video comments. You all really loved that idea, and I was thrilled to hear that. So it is officially happening, and it's officially launching, and it's launching in May, which is starts in 2 days, right? So we are having our first one, and the way I built it, so I've actually, it's now officially on my website, all right? But let me tell you about it for a minute before you rush to the website. So when you go to my website, matthodgemusic.com, my homepage, if you just scroll down, you'll see a section that says the online piano group workshops. What they are is it's going to be for a fee. We're going to have a private, intimate group workshop. It's different than live streams. Live streams are public, which is awesome, right? And it's free, and it's a wonderful way for us to connect. This is a great middle ground, and you all said you told me you wanted this, where it's kind of a middle ground between, there's the open public stuff and the stuff that we get to do on YouTube videos. But then you wanted something that was a bit more just at a different level than going the other extreme, which is the full program that I have in the one-on-one lessons, which a lot of you partake in. But if you want something that's a way to still interact with me, for me to have a deeper piano education with you, but it's cheaper and it's easier than taking one-on-one piano lessons, and you all wanting to get to interact with each other face-to-face as well, this is a great middle ground for that. So it'll be every month, and each time I do it, I will offer 2 different date options, or the same thing, so you only have to sign up for one. But because I know we all have totally different schedules, we live in different time zones, so there will always be 2 options for the same one. Each one is limited. This is the big one, because the point of it is to keep it very small, very intimate, so it feels like you're in a classroom with me, right? And we're together, and it's small enough that you can unmute yourself. We're going to have, the structure is going to be, each one will be about 90 minutes long, an hour and a half, and we'll have a topic that we'll focus on, and the topic will change each month. But then we'll also have a Q&A at the end where you can ask me anything, any of your piano questions. So it's a way to have an interaction with me, for me to finally, for a lot of you, get to see you face to face for the first time, for you all to get to interact face to face for the first time, and to get to have a deeper connection with me, right? So, it'll allow us, whatever topic I choose, it'll allow me to go deeper with you all and have a fun interaction with you the way it would be if you were in a classroom with me, versus if I were to make, a 12-minute YouTube video on it. I love making the YouTube videos, and that will always happen. But this is a nice kind of level step up from it. So I can go ahead and tell you the topic for May's is going to be, we're going to do a deep dive into the song Heart and Soul. It's a really super famous, super popular piano song. It's a song that all piano players always want to be able to play. And we're going to do a deep dive of it. And what's cool is, because it's virtual and we're in a group, but what makes it virtual is, there's times that you can unmute yourself, but then also times that you're muted and all of you just hear me. We're going to be able to do it at all levels. So there may be some workshops that are geared more towards beginner level or more towards advanced, but this one, it can be any level because we're going to do a deep dive and it's going to be very interactive and you're going to be playing with me and I'm going to be doing different stuff with you. But whatever level you're at, I'm going to show you like, okay, if you're at this level, this is what I want you to do. If you're at this level, you're going to do this with me. And we'll be able to simultaneously do it together. So I wanted to kick this off with a topic that can hit all of you. We will have topics that are more catered to a specific level, but I wanted to have one that kicks it off too. And one that's like a fun song. So you'll get, if you get in, the week of the workshop, I'll email everyone. You'll get a downloadable lead sheet. I'll give you instructions of what I want you to have for it. But it'll be so much fun and it'll be through Zoom. And you'll be sent a Zoom link. And then as long as you've got a camera or a phone or computer, you'll be able to bring it up. I do recommend, if you can, I would join from a computer just so you have kind of a bigger screen because we're going to have, a group of us. So it'd be nice to see your faces, but you can join by phone. And participants, not only is each workshop exclusively intimate and private, you also are going to get a video recording of it. So once it's done, I'll email all the participants from it a link to download the video recording, and it's private. I am not going to post it anywhere. You're not allowed to post it anywhere because we're going to protect people's, privacy. So it really is exclusive and private. It's just for us. It's just that time together, and you get a video keepsake, and then you can keep learning from it over and over. So it's a really wonderful way for me to get to interact with you all the way that I get to interact with people at the university, right? Because you all know I'm also a college professor besides all my gigs as a professional piano player. So it's a totally different vibe. It's wonderful. I love live streams. These are great, but I don't get to see your faces and we don't get to necessarily talk and interact at a deeper level. So I am so excited for this. So the first one in May, it's going to be still the last weekend in May. I have an option for a Friday and an option for a Saturday. Each, for this one, because the cap size may kind of change depending on what the topic is. For this one, each one is going to be capped at 25 people. And it's first come, first serve. So when you register, so now if you want to go to the website, I still have one more member song request, but if you want to keep the live stream on, but also go to the website, or as soon as the live stream cuts off, jump to it. It's first come, first serve. It's just when you register, you register. So it'll show you when you go to the website how many are left in each one. So hopefully you'll get in. I'm wanting to keep it capped in order to make it intimate, because if I let 50, 60, 70 people in, where it kind of defeats the purpose of it being, a small, intimate group setting, because then it would be too big for me to get to interact with you and you ask me questions and all of that stuff. So I'm so excited for this. If you have questions about it specifically for like your situation, you can email me and I'm happy to answer. But I will say it's first come, first serve. So you do have to go ahead and pay when you register just to reserve your spot. And then it's first come, first serve. So once they're gone, they're gone. And then we'll see. And I'll say this too, this is kind of a test. If every month both like fill up quite a bit, then I'll look into, do I want to add a third date or maybe raise the cap slightly? But I like trying to keep it as intimate as possible. And like I said, each month it'll be a different topic. And there may be sometimes I let you all vote. Like I may give you 3 or 4 options and let you all vote on what it would be. So I thought this one would be a fun one to start with. We're learning a song, you get a downloadable lead sheet, you get a video recording. It's a really famous song that piano players at all levels beg me to learn how to play, and we have a blast. Even my music students, we play it a lot, and I have students in my classes that are beginner level through advanced, and they all love it because we do it different ways. So it's really, really fun. So I hope you all are excited about it as I am. You'll see all the information when you go to my website and you go to the website for it. My website, I'll update it each time it happens. So you'll see the exact information of the exact date, exact time, what the price is, the link to reserve your spot. And like I said, you only have to choose one. Both dates are the exact same workshop. It's just you choose which date you want to join. All right, let me jump back in here with the chat. So I wanted to kind of give you all of that. So you all are the first ones to know about it. All right. Because I have to build the website because it takes some time. So I actually launched it on the website yesterday, and there was actually someone who already saw it and reserved. So we already had someone book it yesterday before I even told you all about it. But I purposely didn't send out a public thing about it till I told you all on live. I always want you all to get like first dibs at stuff. Just like when I announced the Matt Radio that I launched a few weeks ago, you all were the first people to find out about it. And you all were the first ones to go and order it. So tomorrow, during tomorrow's email that I send out on Wednesdays, that will be, I'm officially announcing it. So even though it's like a month away, if you know for a fact you want to do it, I want to give you this heads up about it, especially if like one of the dates works a lot better for you than the other and like you really want that date. I would go ahead, even though it's a month away, I would go ahead if I were you and get it tonight because I'm giving you a heads up about it. Right now, you all are the only people who know about it. Tomorrow morning, I'm blasting it to, 7,000 people. So you might want to, if you know you're really interested, I would go ahead and reserve it. Yeah. I will say too, if for some reason there is like, let's say you book your spot and then you wake up sick and you can't join or some emergency happens, you'll still get the video download. You'll still get the video recording. Yeah. Because you'll still be considered as part of the workshop. And if you can't join, you can email me questions you wanted to ask me and I can, talk about those as well. So I think the price that you'll see on it is a very fair price for an hour and a half private group setting with me face to face. We get to meet each other, talk to each other, a fun topic that I won't, that I haven't done yet as like a video for YouTube people. It'll be a blast. We're going to have so much fun. I'm so excited for it. And especially for the May one, because whoever joined, you all get to be like the test group for it. So excited. And like I said, I'm hoping to do them every month and we'll change up each month. And I'll always let you know what the topic is because I don't want to trick you all, or I'll always make sure you know what the topic is when you go to sign up to see if you want it to be. So, if you join in May and then you're trying to decide if you want to join in June or not, I'll let you all know. Here's what it is. There's a description so you can decide if you want to join that one or not. Some of you, when you all filled out that survey for me about it last week, some of you said you wanted to join every month. Some of you said you'll pick and choose which ones you'd like to, based on the topic or the schedule. So yes, I'm very, very excited for it. All right, let me see. Oh, yay, you all are excited too. Excellent. I'm really, really excited for this. And you all genuinely helped me come up with this. I remember first talking about this with you all like 3 weeks ago, maybe. And you all gave me a lot of feedback about it. Excellent. Chuck says, I just hope you don't burn out, Matt. You're too valuable. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. I never get burned out. I genuinely believe in the philosophy of if you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work. Truly, my two biggest passions are music and teaching. And that's why my life is always dedicated to those. I will always devote my life to teaching. And yes, I enjoy having a career as a musician, right? I still want to be a composer and a professional musician and be in the studio and, whatnot. But my heart is always teaching, and I do that stuff so then I can bring it into the classroom, right? So I won't get burned out as long as you all don't get burned out, right? It'll be fun. I'm excited. And there may be times, depending on the topic, that we can, maybe there will be times that it's like one workshop that's bigger, and then maybe it's divided into like we'll have a fun. We'll experiment a lot. Awesome, awesome. I'm checking in with the comments. Heart and Soul, I love the piano dance. I love it. It's a great one. Yes, yes. What's fun too about it, and we'll talk about it in the workshop. That song is so well known. People like piano players. It's truly probably the most requested song I've ever had in my life. People just are dying to play that song, whatever level they're at. But everyone has very different memories of it and where they learned the song from. Like, what's your when you think of Heart and Soul, what do you think of? Because there's different famous versions of it and different reasons why it's in pop culture, why it's so popular. So that's also fun for me, and we'll talk about it as well during it. Awesome, awesome. Excellent. So glad you all are excited. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Excellent. Yes. Now I do see there are two options. So if you're wanting to like join with a friend, like, oh, I want to do the one with you, maybe kind of like figure that out, which date you all want to join. But like I said, publicly, I'm going public with it tomorrow morning. So all of the live sessions, and basically too, once I start, I'll probably always announce at the live streams first what the topic for each new one is, and now it's ready to go, to go order. So that's one of the incentives to join the live stream. You all will always get first dibs at something before I then make it go mass wide on Wednesday. So, we'll see. I have no idea how popular it'll be. I don't know if they'll all get sold out, this week or not, but you'll be able to see how many's left in each time slot. But I do highly recommend, if you're interested, I would book it tonight, knowing I'm going to go public with it tomorrow and send it out to, a lot of people. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let me do our final members song request. All right, song request number 2, and then you all can go to the website and book if you want. And like I said, if you have questions after, like I said, on the website, I give a lot of specific information about it. And then after you read through it, if you still have questions about it, happy to answer stuff. Yeah. Chuck says, Matt, the link for the group coaching should be a little more obvious how to hunt, unless of course you have a reason for it. So on the website, because there's so many things between my course, the online Basic to Beautiful piano program, the piano lessons, the free download I give you all, the Matt Radio, there's a lot. So that's why it's just, you kind of have to scroll down. Each one of those has its own sections. But in the email, I'll send the link I give will go right to the page. But on the website, if you go to my homepage, all you have to do is just kind of scroll down. Each thing has its own big section, like click here for the piano lessons, click here for the workshop, click here for my Basic to Beautiful program, click here for Matt Radio. So I acknowledge you may have to scroll through some stuff, but it should be easy to oh, there it is, the section. Because I just have so many things on there now, which is awesome, right? Okay, awesome. Okay, our last member's request. So let's get drum rolls going again, and then we will get you all out of here, and then you can jump to the website. Okay. Oh, and Graham says a shout out for the video audio gifts. A happy customer here. Yes, thank you, Graham. Yes, another thing that I do that I kind of, not that I forget I do it, but because I talk a lot about the program and the piano lessons, and lately the Matt Radio and the workshop. Another thing that I also do, if you all are interested, and it's also on my website, it's custom music gifts. It's like if you have a gift for someone, you're wanting to get someone a special gift for a birthday, an anniversary, a holiday, whatnot. What it is you can choose either audio or video, but you order a gift from me and you tell me the person's name, your name, what message you would love for me to give them, a song they love, and then I make a video or an audio, and I give I say it's from you to you. I give a heartfelt message about it, what you want me to say. I play their favorite song like I do for live stream in real time. I improvise it right there on the spot. I don't use pre-recordings. And if you get a video, then you get a video of it. Plus I put your names on the screen and you get, it's a keepsake, or you can just have the audio. So if you're ever interested in that, you can also see that on my website as well. It's a wonderful way to give someone a special, unique gift. And then I send it to you, and then you send it to them. And then they have it to keep forever. So yes, Graham ordered one from me last week or 2 weeks ago. Several of you have, especially around Christmas time, but I keep forgetting that. So yes, that's another thing that I do. If you're really interested, it's a wonderful way to let me help you give someone a really fun, unique, beautiful gift. Okay. Sherry says, Matt, did we ever get the link from Don to the music he wrote? Did I miss it? So what happened was last week, apparently YouTube sometimes gets tricky when you all put links. So I think in last week's live stream, he put in the video comment section the link to it. So go back and double check that. I think that's where he put it. He tried to put it in the live stream, and I think there's issues with like putting a link in the live stream, apparently. So yeah, so you can check that as well. Okay, last member song request. So drum roll. This one was, do my Tarzan chest roll again. We've got Deborah. All right, Deborah, thank you for being a member and helping to support the channel. And Deborah requested a song that's really cool. It's a song that my college students have requested a lot, but because from their generation. But it's a song called My Immortal from the rock band Evanescence. So I'm not sure if any of you all know this band or not, or this song. This song is their most famous song. They're a rock band, but this particular song, it's a beautiful like piano ballad. It's famous for the first half of the song. It's kind of just piano, and then a rock band comes in later. But it's a really beautiful song, especially on piano. And my college students over the years have asked me to play it a lot because they love it. But it'll be interesting to see if you all know it. So let me know in the chats as I play it. Do you recognize it? Does it sound familiar? Do you know the song? The band is called Evanescence. They're a rock band, and this is probably their most famous song called My Immortal. And it's famous because it's a rock band, but then they wrote this beautiful like piano ballad song. I think this song came out like 25 years ago. Really, really cool. Okay, so thank you so much, Deborah. Thank you for asking for this song. Thank you for helping to support the channel. And I'm going to mute my mic and play My Immortal. I haven't played this song in a long time, actually. There was a period where it was requested a lot from my students, but it's actually been a few years since I played it. So we'll see what I remember. Okay, here we go. All right, so that was my Immortal from Evanescence. So not sure if you all know that song. I love that you requested that song, Deborah. It's a very cool song. Very, very famous. It's their famous song. It's definitely my favorite song from that band. And I miss playing it. I used to play it. It used to be requested a lot, like 10 years ago. But yeah, it's really fun. And you all can hear probably how I was playing it. You know, the first half is just a piano ballad, and then the last half it's like drums and guitars kick in and it becomes this big rock anthem, and then it goes back to just like a haunting piano ballad, and I love it. And it's actually a really great theory song to prove that you don't have to know a bunch of chords or to write beautiful music. The song is famous for this piano theme of... Well, guess what that is? That crazy, super famous piano theme for a generation. It's 2 chords over and over and over, back and forth, and it's just the arpeggio of the chords. That's all it is. It's just an arpeggio. And this band made millions of dollars from 2 chords on an arpeggio, right? So I'm always trying to show you all that you can have beautiful stuff without always having to know a million chords, right? That's why in a lot of my YouTube videos, when I want to show you all like a tactic to practice, I just choose a couple of chords, 2 or 3, 4 chords. And then if you do it in a right way, you can turn it beautiful. Right? You can make anything can be beautiful. Anything can sound basic, anything can sound beautiful. So the concept of, you know, choosing 2 chords to just practice and and play them as an arpeggio, you could do that in a way that feels boring. Or you can make $1 million song. Right? So it's actually a song that proves a fun theory point. So let me check in here. Lastly, let's see. Did anyone know this song? Have you heard it before? It's very, very cool. It's definitely like sort of geared towards a specific generation that knows it really well. And I love, Deborah, that you chose that song. It's so cool. Pat says epic. Thank you. It's an epic song. Like when you listen to it, you should go listen to it on YouTube. It becomes this really cool epic rock ballad. Kathy says, I don't think I've ever heard this before, but beautiful. Thank you. Yes, it's very beautiful. Chuck says it's reminiscent of something more mainstream, but I cannot put my finger on it. Yeah, it's those 2 chords that it has are very popular. It's just the 1 chord and the 3 chord of the key signature. Will says the woman who sings it has the most incredible voice. Yes. Yeah. The lead singer, beautiful voice. Yeah, it really is a great, if you like rock and you like a great like rock ballad, go listen to My Immortal. It's by far their most famous song. It's for the last, like the 2000s, the last 20 years, it's definitely one of the top 10 most famous like rock ballad songs. Like I said, there's been many years of my life where this was it was requested a ton, which is awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Tim doesn't know it, but he likes it. Great, excellent. Diana, lovely Tarzan. I'm glad I have a new nickname. Excellent. I saw someone earlier, I don't remember who said I should start to do the Tarzan yell. Ah! Or whatever it is. But, ah! Wow. You all get the silly me on Tuesday nights. Excellent. William says, reminds you of the final episode of 6 Feet Under. Wow. I watched a few episodes of that show. I didn't watch the whole show, but I watched a few episodes of that show. That's awesome. Mike says, never heard it before, but sounded nice. Thanks. Sharon says, you make it look so easy to play $1 million song. Well, I appreciate that. But that's what I'm here for, to help you all tap into your $1 million songs. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining me. Remember all the fun stuff. Check out all the links in the video description box below, especially to participate in the audience coaching. And if you'd like to join the channel as a member, click the big join button. And remember, just go to my website, matthodgemusic.com. That's also linked there. That's where you'll get, that's the hub for everything. So you'll get information about my Basic to Beautiful online piano program, my signature program that several of you have gone through. Hundreds of you have gone through it since I recently launched it. And I'm just so proud of it. And it's like my signature program. So that's if you want like the best, deepest journey with me as a piano player, going from basic to more advanced. That's a great one for you. The website, you'll also see information about one-on-one private piano lessons. That's also on the website, where you'll still get the Matt Piano Radio that several of you have ordered and have sent me a lot of beautiful emails saying how much you're loving it. And now also added to that is the virtual piano workshops and also those music gifts I talked to you about. But so if you're interested, go see the information about the workshops. And if you're interested, go ahead and sign up, because I am going to launch it publicly tomorrow morning. I'll send out an email about it tomorrow morning. So just giving you all the heads up about it. Thank you all so much for joining. And I really look forward to getting to see a lot of you face to face. Some of you I've gotten to meet face to face who have participated in one-on-one piano lessons, but a lot of you I haven't. So that would be so much fun, right? All right. Thank you all so much for joining. I see all of the lovely messages. You all are so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining me. We will be back here next Tuesday night. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll have more members videos, more audience coaching. Keep submitting. Okay. And I'll see you next Tuesday night. I can also tell you what's coming your way on YouTube for the rest of the week, if you're interested. Tomorrow, the video is on, speaking of fills, we talked about with Jim. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you a great way of how to start to practice adding piano fills and riffs in between chords in like a really beautiful way. So that's coming your way. Friday, it's a video discussing one of the top 5 questions I get asked the most from people, from clients and students. And I address the question and kind of like give my own little deep dive about it. So it's sort of like an advice video. And then your members video this week is going to be Blowing in the Wind. Yeah, Bob Dylan. So that's going to be a really fun one for you. All right. So that's what's coming your way. So head on over to matthodgemusic.com. Check all this stuff out. And if you're interested in joining me in May for the inaugural group piano workshop, we'll have a blast together. All right. Thank you all so much for joining. I see all the wonderful thank yous and good night messages. Thank you all so much. Yes, everyone have a wonderful, relaxing evening. Dan, thank you. I appreciate that, Dan. Dan says, thank you, Matt, and others for a wonderful, relaxing, educational evening. I love that. Thank you. That's always a great trio to have. I want to relax you all, entertain you, and help you learn something as well. Awesome. All right, everyone have a lovely evening. Thank you all so much. Mwah. You all have my heart. All right. Bye, everybody.